Welcome to the beginning of your journey toward change. Right now, I want you to stop everything you're doing. Take a deep breath and ask yourself a powerful question: what am I waiting for? You see, most of us have dreams, ambitions, goals we want to achieve. But here's the truth: dreams don't achieve themselves. Success doesn't happen by accident. So often we're held back by this idea that there's a perfect time to get started, a perfect moment when all conditions will align, and things will magically fall into place. But let me tell you something: that perfect time doesn't exist. There's only now, this moment right here. If you're constantly waiting, constantly postponing, you're choosing to stay in place. And every moment you wait, every moment you hesitate, is a moment lost forever. Life isn't waiting for you, and time never waits. Let's get honest here. Are you one of those people waiting for that right time? Maybe you're telling yourself, I'll do it when I'm ready, or I'll start when I feel more confident. Maybe you think you'll begin when you've gathered just a bit more information, or when you feel fully prepared. But here's the reality: no one ever feels completely ready. Waiting for everything to be perfect is just another form of procrastination. What if I told you that the greatest achievers, the world's most successful people, didn't wait for the perfect moment? They acted despite feeling scared. They moved forward even when they didn't have all the answers. They took a leap not because they felt fearless, but because they knew the power of just starting. When you choose to act, something incredible happens. You unlock potential. You move closer to your goals, closer to the life you want to live. The sooner you begin, the sooner you start winning. The benefits of taking action aren't just about achieving goals. It's about growth, experience, learning, and realizing your capabilities. Each step you take builds confidence, resilience, and character. Each action, no matter how small, is progress. Now think for a moment. What could you accomplish if you just stopped waiting? Imagine the possibilities if you decided today, right here, right now, to take action, to put in the work, to go after what you want. Picture what your life could look like in 1 month, 1 year, 5 years, if you committed to action every single day. Ask yourself this: what dreams have you been sitting on? What goals have you been putting off, waiting for that elusive right time? Now imagine the cost of inaction, all the lost opportunities, the chances you never took, the potential that goes untapped. The truth is, every day you wait is a day you let your dreams slip further away. Every time you procrastinate, you're not just standing still, you're moving further from the life you truly want. Don't let fear, doubt, or uncertainty steal your future. It's time to make a decision, right here, right now. Are you going to keep waiting? Or are you going to step forward, break free from the comfort of hesitation, and take that first step? Because in the end, it's not what you think, not what you feel, not what you plan that defines your life. It's what you do. So are you ready to take action? To stop waiting and start winning? Let's begin this journey right now, one step at a time. Let's talk about what waiting really costs. Not just in terms of time, but in terms of missed opportunities, regrets, and the loss of potential. Have you ever had that feeling looking back where you thought, I wish I had started sooner? Maybe it was a skill you wanted to learn, a business idea you dreamed of pursuing, or a relationship you wanted to strengthen. You thought there would be time, that you could wait until tomorrow, next month, or next year. But time doesn't stop. It keeps moving, regardless of whether we're ready or not. And each moment we wait is a moment we never get back. Imagine this: you have a dream, a goal that could change your life. You know it will take time, effort, maybe even sacrifice. But instead of starting, you keep thinking, I'll get to it eventually. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and before you know it, years have slipped by. How many people do you think have reached the end of their lives with a sense of regret? Not because of what they did, but because of what they didn't do. The dreams they didn't chase, the chances they didn't take, the lives they didn't live, because they were waiting for the right time, the perfect moment, a better opportunity. Let me tell you about someone who waited too long. There was a man named Tom. Tom was brilliant, talented, driven, with a passion for helping people. He always wanted to start his own business, a company that could change lives, that could bring value to the world. But every time he thought about it, doubts crept in. What if I'm not ready? What if I fail, he would think. He told himself he'd start when he felt more prepared, when he had more money saved, when the timing felt right. Years went by, and Tom stayed in his comfort zone, working a job he didn't love, telling himself one day I'll start, but that one day never came. He waited too long, and by the time he finally felt ready, new challenges emerged, competition grew, and his dream faded. He watched others succeed in the very field he'd once dreamed of leading, and he was left with a profound sense of regret, wondering what might have been if he had just started. Don't let Tom's story become your story. Don't let hesitation rob you of your future. Every single day, people around the world are missing opportunities simply because they're waiting. Waiting for the right conditions, waiting for approval, waiting until they're ready. But the truth is, we're never fully ready. There's always a reason to delay, to procrastinate, to stay in our comfort zones. And those who succeed aren't the ones who waited for perfection, they're the ones who acted in spite of imperfection. Think about what's at stake here. Think about what you stand to lose. There are goals, achievements, and breakthroughs waiting for you, but only if you're willing to move forward, to take the risk, to act. Now, some of you might be thinking, but I have fears, I have doubts, and that's normal. Everyone feels afraid. But here's the difference: successful people don't let those fears control them. They feel the fear, and they act anyway. They understand that time is a one-way street. Once a moment is gone, it's gone forever. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to break free from the cycle of hesitation. So here's my question to you. Are you going to let fear and doubt control your life? Are you going to look back one day with regret, wishing you had acted sooner? Or are you going to seize this moment, take a chance, and move toward your dreams? This is your wake-up call. It's time to break the habit of waiting. The opportunity in front of you right now is precious. The dreams you have, the things you want to accomplish, they're worth the risk. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt keep you stuck. You owe it to yourself to try, to give your dreams a chance. Because in the end, the only real failure is not trying. The only true regret is looking back and realizing you didn't even give yourself the opportunity to succeed. So stop waiting. Start now. Your future self will thank you. Let's talk about something that holds most people back from taking action: excuses. We've all made them. We've all convinced ourselves that something is too hard, too risky, too time-consuming. It's easy to blame circumstances or feel like we just don't have the right tools, the right timing, or the right opportunities. But here's the truth: excuses are the chains that keep us stuck in the same place. They're the stories we tell ourselves that prevent us from moving forward. And once we start to recognize them, we can begin to break free. Let's go over some of the most common excuses that stop people from taking action. I don't have enough time. This is probably the most universal excuse. Everyone feels like they're too busy, that their schedule is packed, and that there's no time to work on their dreams. But what if I told you that time is not the issue? Time is just a resource, and like any resource, how we manage it is what matters. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. The question is, how are you using yours? I don't have enough money or resources. Another common excuse. We convince ourselves that we can't start a business, pursue a passion, or take action on a goal because we don't have the funds or the resources we think we need. But let me challenge you: is it really a lack of resources? Or is it a lack of creativity, resourcefulness, or willingness to make sacrifices? Many of the most successful people started with very little. They used what they had and figured out how to make it work. I'm afraid of failing. Fear of failure is one of the most powerful excuses that keeps people paralyzed. We fear making mistakes, looking foolish, or not succeeding, so we avoid taking any action. But here's the secret: failure isn't the end, it's part of the journey. Every successful person you admire has failed at some point. The difference is, they didn't let fear stop them. They used failure as a lesson, as a stepping stone to success. I don't know where to start. Sometimes we get overwhelmed by the enormity of our goals and dreams. We don't know where to begin, so we end up doing nothing. But the truth is, you don't need to know everything right away. Start small, take one step forward, and the path will begin to reveal itself. You don't need to see the entire staircase, just take the first step. I'm not ready. This one is a biggie. We tell ourselves, I'll start when I feel more prepared, when I have more experience, when I feel more confident. But here's the catch: you're never going to feel completely ready. There will always be challenges, always be obstacles, always be doubts. The only way to prepare is to start. The only way to gain experience is to take action. Confidence isn't built by waiting, it's built by doing. These excuses sound familiar, don't they? They've held us back at some point, and they continue to hold many people back every single day. But here's the most important thing you need to understand: excuses are the enemy of progress. Every time you allow an excuse to control your actions, you're choosing to stay stuck. You're choosing to delay your dreams. And the longer you hold on to these excuses, the longer it will take to achieve your goals. Now, let's talk about how to break free from these excuses. How do we overcome them and start taking action? Change your perspective. The first step in overcoming excuses is to change how you think about them. Instead of seeing your lack of time, money, or resources as barriers, see them as challenges to overcome. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to get creative, learn something new, and grow stronger. When you shift your perspective, you shift your power. You realize that the only thing standing between you and your goals is your mindset. Set small, achievable goals. One of the most effective ways to dismantle the excuse of "I don't know where to start" is by breaking your big goals down into small, manageable steps. Don't focus on the end result, focus on the next step. This will make the process less overwhelming and help you build momentum. Every small win is a step closer to your ultimate goal. And before you know it, those small steps will lead to big progress. Practice accountability. One of the most powerful ways to overcome excuses is by holding yourself accountable. It's easy to let yourself off the hook when there's no one to answer to, but when you share your goals with someone, whether a friend, a mentor, or a coach, you add an element of accountability that pushes you to act. Accountability keeps you honest and helps you stay on track, even when the temptation to make excuses is strong. So what's it going to be? Are you going to continue making excuses, letting them control your actions, or are you going to take the first step? The moment you start holding yourself accountable, the moment you take that first small action, is the moment you begin to break free from the chains of excuses. Remember, the greatest way to conquer your fears and doubts is by taking action in spite of them. When you start today, no excuse can hold you back. Your future self will thank you for making the decision to take action now. The choice is yours. Stop making excuses and start winning. When it comes to achieving anything meaningful in life, the most important factor is not talent, opportunity, or even resources. It's something much more powerful: your mindset. If you want to take action and start seeing real results, you need to develop a success mindset. The success mindset is the foundation of every great achievement. It's the lens through which you view challenges, setbacks, and progress. It's the belief that your success is in your hands and that you have the ability to create the life you envision. In this section, we're going to explore what it takes to cultivate a mindset that fuels action, keeps you moving forward, and empowers you to reach new heights. What is a success mindset? A success mindset is more than just a positive attitude. It's the belief that success is a result of consistent action, persistence, and growth. It's a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities and understands that failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of the journey. A person with a success mindset doesn't wait for the perfect circumstances. They know that success doesn't come overnight, but through continuous effort and improvement. They understand that every step forward is progress, no matter how small. In contrast, someone without a success mindset may find themselves waiting for the right time, stuck in self-doubt or paralyzed by fear of failure. But a success mindset helps you break through those mental barriers and take consistent action, regardless of the obstacles in your way. Steps to cultivate a success mindset. Set clear, actionable goals. The first step to cultivating a success mindset is to set clear, actionable goals. Success doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you have a vision and a plan. But here's the catch: your goals need to be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," set goals like, "I will work on my business plan for 30 minutes every day," or "I will read one book on personal growth every month." Clear goals break down the process of achieving your dreams into manageable actions, helping you stay focused and motivated. Visualize your success. Visualization is a powerful tool that successful people swear by. To cultivate a success mindset, you need to see success before it happens. Take a few minutes each day to visualize your ideal outcome. Picture yourself achieving your goals, whether it's landing your dream job, completing a marathon, or building a successful business. See the emotions, the people around you, the satisfaction of accomplishing your dream. When you visualize success, you're training your mind to recognize it as possible. Your brain begins to believe that what you envision is within reach, and that belief motivates you to take the steps necessary to make it a reality. Focus on progress, not perfection. One of the biggest traps we can fall into is striving for perfection. Waiting until everything is just right often leads to inaction. Perfection is a myth. Instead of holding yourself to an impossible standard, shift your focus to progress. Ask yourself, what can I do today to move closer to my goal? No matter how small the action, it's still progress. Celebrate your achievements along the way, whether it's completing a task, learning something new, or simply making it through a challenging day. Remember, success is built on consistent small steps, not grand, perfect leaps. Develop self-belief. Believing in yourself is the cornerstone of a success mindset. It's easy to get caught in self-doubt, to think that you're not good enough, or that you're not capable of achieving your goals. But let me tell you something, you are more than capable. Start by changing the narrative you tell yourself. Replace "I can't" with "I can" and "I'm good enough" with "I am learning and improving every day." The more you practice self-belief, the more natural it becomes to take action, even when things feel difficult. Trust in your ability to figure things out, to learn, and to grow along the way. Embrace failure as part of success. One of the most important mindset shifts is understanding that failure is not something to fear or avoid. It's a stepping stone to success. Every failure you experience is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. If you're not failing, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. Accept failure as part of the process and use it as a tool for growth. The most successful people in the world have failed countless times, but they didn't let failure stop them. They learned from it, adapted, and kept moving forward. And you can do the same. You believe in your ability to take action. To develop a success mindset, you need to believe that success is not just for the lucky few, it's for anyone willing to put in the work. It's about choosing action over hesitation, progress over perfection, and belief over doubt. You already have everything inside you to achieve your dreams. You just need to unlock that potential by developing a mindset that is laser-focused on action, growth, and perseverance. When you combine a success mindset with the power of consistent action, there's no limit to what you can achieve. So take that first step. Visualize your success, set clear goals, focus on progress, not perfection, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Remember, your mindset is the key to unlocking your future. The more you nurture it, the more unstoppable you become. Take action today and build the success mindset that will carry you through every challenge and every victory. Your future is waiting for you. It's time to take action. Start today. Let me tell you a secret about success. It doesn't happen all at once. It doesn't require grand gestures or giant leaps. It happens through small, consistent actions that build on each other. These small steps create momentum, and momentum is one of the most powerful forces in the world. We all know that momentum is the driving force behind everything we do. Whether it's in sports, business, or personal growth, momentum creates unstoppable energy. But here's the key: momentum doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It's something you create, and you create it by starting small. In this section, we're going to explore how taking just one small step can set you on a path of consistent growth and eventually lead to extraordinary success. Why small steps matter. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the size of your goals, I want you to hear this loud and clear. It's okay to start small. In fact, that's how you build momentum. Think of momentum like a snowball. At first it's tiny, almost insignificant. But as it rolls down the hill, it picks up speed and size, growing exponentially. The same principle applies to your journey to success. You don't need to make huge, sweeping changes to start making progress. The key is to take one small action that you can build on. Each small step you take will boost your confidence and fuel your drive to take the next step. And soon you'll find that you've built enough momentum to tackle bigger challenges and reach new heights. Small steps lead to big wins. Let's take a look at some of the world's most successful people. They didn't reach their greatness by starting big. They started small, just like you and me, and they built their success piece by piece. Think about Steve Jobs. He didn't start by creating the iPhone or launching a multi-billion-dollar company. He started with a vision and a small, humble garage. Apple was just a dream, and it began with one small action: assembling computers in a garage. But that simple action led to a massive revolution in technology. Or look at J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter series, she started with just one book idea, one chapter at a time, while facing rejection after rejection. She didn't become a best-selling author overnight. But with each page she wrote, she built momentum. And now, her books have touched the hearts of millions of readers around the world. The key to their success. They started. You can build momentum too. You don't need to wait until everything is perfect. You don't need to have all the answers or know exactly how you'll get to the finish line. You just need to take that first small step and then keep moving forward. Whether it's sending that first email to a potential client, signing up for that course you've been thinking about, or committing to just 10 minutes of exercise a day, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you start. As you take these small actions, you'll begin to see the power of momentum unfold in your life. What starts as a small step will lead to bigger victories and greater confidence. The more you move, the more your momentum will build, and the easier it will be to take bigger, bolder steps. How small steps lead to confidence. One of the most powerful byproducts of starting small is the confidence you build along the way. When you take that first step and achieve a small win, it creates a ripple effect in your mind. You prove to yourself that you are capable. And with each small success, you build the courage to take the next step. Maybe it's a business venture, a fitness goal, or a personal project you've been putting off. When you break it down into smaller, more manageable tasks, it doesn't feel so overwhelming. You'll be amazed at how your confidence grows with each victory. That confidence becomes your fuel, propelling you to keep moving forward. And over time, those small wins will lead to bigger accomplishments. You'll look back and realize that those small actions, taken one after another, have transformed your life. The importance of starting today. I want you to hear me on this. You don't need to wait for the perfect time to start. There's no such thing. The perfect time is now. And it's not about taking a giant leap. It's about taking one small step forward. That's how you begin to create momentum. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll begin building that unstoppable force. If you're waiting for the right time, you're wasting precious moments. The time to start is right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Take one small step and then another, and keep going. As you build momentum, the results will speak for themselves. Remember, success is not the result of one big moment. It's the product of consistent, small actions taken day after day. And every small action you take today will bring you one step closer to your big dreams. Start today. Take one small step. You have everything it takes to succeed. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment or for things to align perfectly. What you need is to start to take action, no matter how small, and begin building momentum. So I challenge you, start today. Take one small step, then take another. Keep moving forward, and soon you'll look back and see just how far you've come. This is how you start winning. This is how you build momentum. And this is how you make your dreams come true. Your future is waiting for you. Don't wait any longer. Start now, one small step at a time.